I've not. Oh.
So he saved the best for last. That's what it is.
I've done a two-dust boxing here with the former cruiserweight champion now, David Haye. Firstly, David, giving up the belts now. Finally.
Yeah. All the belts have been relinquished, and
okay.
It lets me realise that it's time to move up to that heavyweight division and get them same titles back again, but obviously in the heavyweight division.
Okay. I'll say it's frustrating day. I mean, as far as I know, you signed it on Sunday. He didn't turn up, and now he's gone AWOL.
Yeah, it's I think probably just a ploy to get a little bit more dough out of us.
A bit of cash.
Yeah, that's what 9 times out of 10 that's what it's down to. Money talks.
Okay.
But it's one thing asking for something and you get paid what you ask for.
Not many have heard of him, so he's not really a brand name.
He's not a brand name, but he comes with a very impressive record. 29 fights. Okay. 29 wins, so 26 knockouts.
What alerted you to this lad then?
We're going through the top 10 rankings, looking at someone who's an attractive opponent, someone who had a similar stature to Klitschko physically. In fact, 90% knockout ratio. So, what more could you ask for?
Do you want to take on this risk so early on of undefeated opponents or opponents?
No, as I said, I think I'm ready for the best out there. So why dodge anybody? Just
don't want to rush it out. Okay, well obviously this looks like it's fallen through anyway. I don't know if he'll resurrect the deal.
I think it's just one of those. I think it's just a ploy to get a little bit more downless, to be honest.
So there was 3 names mentioned, which was Fast Eddie, Chambers, Oleg Maskayev, and Kevin Johnson.
Okay.
What can you say about any of those names?
Yeah, they're all possible opponents. The one that we agreed, JD Chapman, I haven't given up on that name whatsoever.
So you still beat that's going to go through?
I'm pretty sure that fight's still going to happen, to be honest.
Because I understand Kevin Johnson, I've been speaking for some time now, the fight was agreed in principle. What went wrong?
Obviously he wanted more money. He came back and pretty much doubled what.
Okay. So just counted the offer, tried to get squeezed a bit more out in the last minute. Not too bad. First show on Saturday. Looking forward to that. That's going to be impressive.
Yeah, great show. Ryan Rhodes, he's in great form. Great nick as usual. He's looking at defending that British title he won over.
Okay. Well, we're going to talk more about your stable now. George Groves, he's a confident lad, a bit full of himself.
Yeah, he's got good right. He's got good right to be. He's done about as much as you can do as an amateur. Won the Olympics. He's beaten a guy who went on to win.
What made you find him? Because it sounds like
I went to his gym a little while ago and did a bit of sparring with a few of the lads down there, and I always remember thinking, okay, this guy's pretty good. He was a middleweight at the time, but he was really strong, really fast, and I remember thinking I'd keep an eye out for him, and I always did. When he was in the ABA, I always went to watch him fight, and he's always impressed me.
No problem. Okay, more towards the ticket sales going to sell Friday now.
Tickets go on Friday.
How's that going to work out with no opponent?
Tickets will go. I have to fight a top 10 opponent, so that's not an issue. People know they're going to come and see a good fight. That pretty much. This guy was pretty much confirmed, so they can see what type of caliber he was going after. So I think people better hurry up and get their tickets before they get sold out.
Okay, I've got 2 other names I've been talking to as well, 2 other heavyweights. First one, James Toney. I was speaking to him on Wednesday, and he was pretty optimistic that you were going to approach him, you were going to get the deal sorted. Now it looks like further down the line, he really wants you.
Yeah, James Toney wants a payday, no doubt. I'm sure he does. For me, one of the most skillful middleweights. Out there. I rate him. Don't get me wrong. I rate him. Tactically, I've always admired what he does, but as an opponent, physically, it doesn't look good. I'm saying I'm trying to prepare for Vladimir Klitschko, and James Toney is
not your priority. He's not my priority at all.
If James Toney was the undisputed champion, I'd try and fight someone who's had a similar style to him to go after him. But having a fight with James Toney doesn't prepare me for Klitschko in any way, shape or form.
Okay, but I mean, obviously it sounds
as a name, I think it would be a good fight. Obviously there'll be some loads of smack talking.
Wouldn't it be a lot to you if you were in the ring with James Toney? Obviously someone you looked up to, probably.
Yeah,
wouldn't it be special to be in the ring with him?
Possibly, I'm sure he'd set me lots of traps. He does love to talk. He loves to talk, and that's I think that's what I'd like most about that fight is the smack talking that'd go on. I know we're 2 of both of the best smack talkers in the world.
And then there's Big Vitali, who's fighting Sam Peters. Have you got your eye on him as well? I mean, it's like you might have your pick of the Klitschko.
Yeah, probably. He might have to go through both the brothers to unify the titles. If that has to happen, I'm willing to do that. But first I'm going after Vladimir, as he's the one with the resume. He's the one who's.
He's the one with more polished.
He's a lot more polished. He's the one who's he's going down in history.
He's the name in heavyweight.
Without a doubt. So that's the guy I'm going after. Not someone who prides himself on losing to Lennox Lewis in a cut. That's it.
Debatable argument cut, but okay, I'm leave you to it. Any last words for JD Chapman? And I'll have to go try to find him as well now.
Yeah, just say, you know, you don't want to be remembered in all time for being a coward.
Yeah.
Be a man. You know, you agreed to fight, come back to the table, and you know, we can work something out.
All right. Cheers for your time, Dave.